Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a 5-spice roast chicken. It's a Chinese dish of course. So what I did first is I washed it thoroughly. This is about a 1.8 kg chicken only. I washed it thoroughly and I let it sit on a empty jam bottle because I want all the liquid to come out. I don't want much of the liquid before the marinade goes in. Try to get a chicken which the skin is intact. Mine has torn a bit, can't really help sometimes. But try to get and put a bottle in to take out all the liquid that's in. After that, put it into a plastic bag because I'm going to marinate this in my fridge overnight. That will be the best to keep it overnight, but if you want to do it there and then, maybe about I would say 3 to 4 hours of marination will be enough. I'm going to wash my hands. Hari ini Aunty nak buat ayam panggang menggunakan 5 spice ya, iaitu rempah campuran 5 jenis rempah. Orang Cina akan panggil dia 5 spice. Boleh dibeli di mana-mana pun. Okey, Aunty telah cuci satu ekor ayam yang kecil ni 1.8 itu, dan lepas tu taruh jam botol dekat bawah atau tin apa-apa dekat bawah lepas cuci, dan biar dia kering. Lepas tu mop semua air keluar ya, dari dalam dan luar. Lepas tu masuk dalam plastic bag. Kenapa plastic bag? Ada sebabnya lah. Sebab kita nak rempah-rempah tu masuk dalam kan, sekeliling ayam tu. Saya nak prep ni semalaman. So besok saya akan bakar ni lah. So yang diperlukan ya, ini untuk satu ekor ayam. Kalau awak nak buat setengah ekor pun boleh, tak salah kan? Atau nak buat keping-keping pun boleh. Tapi ini saya buat untuk satu ekor ayam ya. Garam saya masukkan 1 sudu macam ni. I'm putting in 1 spoon like this. I put the chicken in dry, pat dry properly into a plastic bag. It will be the best because we want this chicken to marinate overnight. You can also marinate it just to about 3 to 4 hours. We need to constantly turn it so that the marinade goes everywhere. Try not to tear the skin of the chicken. So for 1.8 kg chicken, I put 1 teaspoon like this of fine salt. And then because I'm not using any dried powders like garlic powder or onion powder and all that, I'm just going to use 1 heaping soup spoon of this Maggie cukup rasa, which already contains everything in there. Sebab Aunty tak ada serbuk bawang putih ataupun bawang merah, Aunty pakai 1 sudu kecil macam ni penuh Maggie cukup rasa, sebab dalam tu sudah pun ada kesemua bawang dengan tu kan, serbuk Maggie cukup rasa tu. Sekarang saya masukkan 5 spice. Ini banyak ya, sebab memang pun nama dia 5 spice roast chicken kan. Ya, saya potong. Nanti bubuh 2 sudu kecil serbuk ni. Memang dia wangi. Membukit sikit sajalah. I'm putting 2 teaspoons of the 5 spice powder. Okay, sekarang semua ni saya pakai teaspoon saja kan anggaran. Sekarang saya ambil sudu. All this while I've been taking teaspoons for measurement. Now I'm going to use soup spoons. Put in honey because this is a very sweet, sticky roast chicken. So put in honey about 4 soup spoons. 4 sudu sup madu ya. Sebab memang pun ini ayam panggang yang manis sikit ya. Walaupun ada 5 spice, dia memang manis. Lepas ni kita bubuk sos hoisin ya. Dia dibuat dengan buah-buah dan benda-benda lain. Juga ada warna merah sikit. Naturally dia ada warna merah ya, sos hoisin. Lepas ni Aunty masukkan oyster sauce. Oyster sauce Aunty masukkan 3 ya, 3 sudu sup. So kalau kamu masak setengah, adjust sajalah ya. 1 2 3. This roast chicken can be eaten by itself or with a bit of gravy. You can collect all the marinade before roasting it and turn it into gravy if you want a gravy on top. And now I'm putting in this ABC dark kicap. You don't have to use ABC, any dark kicap, either sweet or not sweet, the unsweetened one, anything. I'm using about 2 for this much. Okay, and semua dah masuk sekarang, cuma satu saja nanti belum masuk. Yang belum masuk ni nama dia maltose ya. Dia macam ni. Saya tak pasti sama ada halal ke tidak halal. Cuba tanya dekat kedai-kedai bakery, kadang-kadang ada jual maltose yang mungkin yang halal, tak pastilah. Katakan kamu tak nak pakai ni, boleh juga cairkan sedikit gula batu ya. Ini adalah untuk mendapatkan satu macam kilat lah dekat atas ayam kita tu. So kita gunakan last, lepas dia sudah pun dibakar, kita ambil maltose ni sikit-sikit, cairkan dengan air panas sikit dan sapu dekat atas. Itu saja, bakar sekejap lagi. Okay, kalau samalah kalau pakai air gula batu pekat tu pun boleh juga. Cuma bukan untuk perasa ke apa, untuk nampak kilat itu saja. Kalau tak nak pakai pun boleh. Okay. Okay, what I have done just now is I finished all the items here. I will give you in the description list the amount, and the only thing left now is this maltose, that I will use it tomorrow when I'm about to roast this chicken. Now what you do is put it in a basin and try to massage it. Cuba urut-urut je lah sikit ayam ni, biar dia punya perapan semua masuk, celah-celah kaki, celah-celah dia punya ketiak sini semua, biar dia masuk-masuk dalam. Kalau boleh nanti saya tunjuk macam mana taruh rubber band ataupun sepit macam ni. Saya akan masukkan dia dalam fridge lah lepas ni, besok baru bakar. Tapi sekali-sekala dalam 1,5 jam gitu kita terbalikkan dia macam ni, biar dia masuk dalam perut ayam tu. Okay, I've already marinated the chicken overnight and now I'm going to roast it. I've put my oven at 200 and you can cook half of this chicken if you want, then half all the ingredients, or like me, I'm going to try and use my rotisserie. Another thing you have to do is get a tray for the drippings at the bottom and line it, because you really need to line it. And I would suggest you keep a cup of water nearby as the chicken is cooking. If the drippings burn, just use a little bit of water so that it doesn't burn and stink the chicken. Okay, hari ni satu malam dah lepas lah. So sekarang saya nak bakar ayam ni. Saya pakai rotisserie yang pusing-pusing tu. Kalau nak masak dekat atas rak besi pun boleh, tapi memang perlu rak, tak boleh terus letak. Dan di bawah tu taruh satu tray yang dialas dengan kertas aluminium, sebab bahan perapan dalam ni semua ada gula. Ada madu, ada hoisin sauce, ada kicap manis. So memang akan hitam-hitam sikit lah dekat bawah, tapi kita sediakan satu kolej air. Bila dia punya jus-jus semua jatuh, kita taruh air sikit-sikit dekat atas ni. Kalau tak ada rasa hangus kan, kita boleh gunakan tu untuk buat kuah. Kalau mau kuah lah. Ada orang tak suka kuah, buat roast saja. So kita tengoklah macam mana ya. Mula-mula cuci tangan ya. Lepas cuci tangan, kita keluarkan ayam saja. Perapan tu kita tinggal dalam plastik. Nanti boleh buat sos ya. Dan lagi satu, bila kita buat bakar ayam ni, kita kalau ada leher macam ayam ni, memang tak ada leher lah. So kita bungkus semua kepak, ujung kepak dengan, kalau ada leher, ujung leher sekali ya, kita bungkus dengan kertas aluminium. Okay, keep the marinade in the plastic. If you want a sauce, we can make a sauce with that. Some eat it just plain, but if your whole chicken has got a neck piece, please wrap it up with foil paper like this, and as well as the wing tip. I don't have much of a neck left here, so I won't bother to wrap that. This is because the tips will burn as you roast the chicken. Okay, and take out all the marinade and keep it. And also have a big mug of water nearby. As the chicken is roasting, pour a bit of water every now and then. I would say about every 20 to 25 minutes, pour a bit of water. So you will have some gravy at the bottom which you can use. But in case it has burnt, because there's a lot of sugar content here, in case it burns, do not use this. If you still want a gravy, you can use this. You can actually make something like chicken rice and even have this with cucumber and some soup or something, or you can eat it with normal dishes like what I'm going to do today. If you're not using a rotisserie, then you just put it on a rack and roast it. Okay, the chicken is on a rotisserie. I will use 200. Off and on, if you want, you can use the marinade and baste the chicken. That is if you wish to. Okay, I'll get back to you later. Inilah ayam yang akan nanti bakar ya. Kita bakar untuk 35 hingga 40 minit dan lihat macam mana ya. You have after 20 minutes, pour a bit more water and start basting. Do this at every 20 minutes or 10 minutes. Use the marinade, but towards the end don't use the marinade, because remember raw chicken was sitting in this, so don't use the marinade at the end. If you find like this the chicken wing is going to split, maybe I'll take it out and just put it on the rack later. Okay, tadi yang tidak masukkan lagi air ya, tak mau bau hangit, dan perapan ni kita taruh 2 kali ke gitu, tapi 5 minit sebelum kita keluarkan ayam jangan sapu perapan ni ya, sebab ingat ada darah ayam dalam ni nanti kita masak untuk buat kuah kalau mau lah. Maltose, I'm using about 3/4 of a spoon of maltose for that one roast chicken. It's very sticky, almost like glue, but what you do is take a little mug like this. I have boiling hot water in there and just melt it. Try your best to melt it in that. And I've increased the cooking time by 10 minutes, so about 5 minutes have passed. That means it's now about 45 minutes in the oven. After this, I'll start basting the chicken for the next 5 minutes, but watch it carefully. Okay, and after it's finished, let it sit in the oven, and when it's a bit cool, then you take it out and you chop it up to however you want it. Nanti sudah naikkan api ketuha lagi 10 minit ya, tapi sekarang 5 minit dah habis. Ambil sedikit air ya, air panas, dan saya masukkan 3/4 sudu sup maltose ni. Memang susah nak cairkan dia, tapi cubalah kacau-kacau. Lepas tu kita sapu-sapu atas ayam. 5 minit terakhir macam tu kita sapu-sapu atas ayam. Lepas tu kita tinggalkan saja ayam tu dalam ketuha sampai sejuk, baru kita potong ya. Macam mana kita nak potong, kita potong. Nanti cairkan lagi. Kan 2 sudu dan cairkan dia ya. Okay, I've used 2 spoons and diluted it somewhat. If you don't have maltose and you don't want to buy it, just dilute a little bit of rock sugar in a bit of water and boil it and use that instead. Okay, nanti dah kacau-kacau, gunakan 2 sudu besi ya. Kalau tak nak pakai maltose, larutkan sedikit gula batu dalam air menggelegak dan pakai itulah. Okay, for the last 5 minutes I will do this. This will give a glossy finish to the chicken, and once it's cooked, just leave it there until it's cooled down, then chop it up. You can do this at least 2 times in that 5 minutes. Nanti dah sapu ya, 5 minit terakhir nanti sapu air larutan maltose tu. Ini akan memberikan kulit yang berkilat ya pada ayam panggang kita. Boleh buat 2 kali lah, lagi 2 minit lagi kita tambah lah. Lepas tu kita tinggalkan macam tu saja sampai dia sejuk, baru kita potong. Okay, this is the 5 spice roast chicken with its gravy. Can you see the shine? This is what maltose does to the chicken, and this is the gravy. How I made the gravy was I just put the remainder marinade into a saucepan, and whatever marinade I could get from the tray that has been diluted with water, and also the remaining maltose, I just boiled it down. I didn't adjust anything. I didn't add sugar, I didn't add pepper or salt. It was nice as it is. And if you want this hot, maybe you can make some chili sauce as you would make for the chicken rice that we eat outside or at home. The same thing you can have. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share these recipes, and most important, do try it at home. Okay, inilah ayam bakar 5 rempah Cina ya. Ni masakan Cina. Buatlah di rumah. Ni sos dia dekat sebelah sana. Sejukkan ayam tu dulu sebelum kita potong. Nanti cantik potongan dia. Tengok kulit-kulit dia semua ada ya. Dan sosnya saya hanya ambil air perapan ayam tu, lepas tu air maltose baki-baki tu, dan juga air dalam tray oven dekat bawah tu. Kuah dia dengan air yang saya taruh tadi masa bakar, semua tu saya masuk dalam satu sospen dan kita panaskan. Api sederhana saja, dan bila dia pekat kita off. Saya nanti tak adjust apa-apa pun. Dia memang dah sedap macam tu saja. Kalau nak pedas, kita boleh buat sos cili yang kita buat untuk nasi ayam tu. Kita boleh juga adakan sos tu kalau yang suka pedas lah. Tapi nanti okey macam ni sekali-sekala okey dengan makan dengan sayur campur. Okey, cubalah di rumah. Sedap, wangi. Satu dapur wangi sebab rempah tu. Dan jangan lupa like, subscribe, share, dan paling penting cuba di rumah ayam panggang ni. Okey dah, kita jumpa lagi ya.